And welcome to Maverick Shootout Wrap-Up Show here on Monday night. Right after the shootout card, it is time to wrap it up and talk about what happened and what's going on in the Maverick. So, I'm trying to get to the show so I can actually share it out because I still haven't figured out how to do that through StreamYard. There we go. All right, I got it. Maybe. Getting there. Somebody might have already beat me to it. Yep, sure did. See? There we go. All right. So, first things first, let's wrap up the night's card in case you missed it so you know what we're going to be talking about, right? That's what we got to do first. That's why we call it wrap-up. It's that simple. All right, first match. We started the Deuces Wild Tag Team Title Tournament, and it was Heaven and Hell, Paul and Mr. U-Taker, taking on the German War Machine, Riker von Boxel and Gunther Tank Kuhn. In the end, the German War Machine able to pick up the victory in the round-robin style tournament as it goes in Group A. Then second match, we had a 5-way knockout elimination match. These guys were so brutal, they knocked out the show. We had to come back for part 2. But Facade, Super Nacho, Brandon Ace, Reaper, and Crimson Ninja put on one hell of a match. Brutal, bloody, and all over the place. In the end, Crimson Ninja picks up the victory, gets that shot at the Unleashed title next week on Shootout. And in match 3, we went to the Universal title tournament. Big Fly Eli versus War in the second round. Great back and forth match. Gotta admit, Big Fly Eli had the crowd rocking behind him with everything he did trying to take down the big man War. But in the end, the human tank War able to move on to the semifinals. He awaits the winner of Black Dice versus the modern day Warrior Ethan Moore. Then in match 4, we went to the ladies division in a Furniture Funhouse 3-way. Jenna Rage, Hazard Maitama get 3 broken tables apiece, ends in a tie. It'd be interesting to see what the booking committee does to break that tie between those two ladies. Goddess of Pain could not get her feet under her in that match. She was the third lady involved. Match 5, that no-holds-barred Unleashed title match. The Bastards, who won it last week in a ladder match, defending against the Drum Monkey. In the end, we've got a new champion. Drum Monkey picking up the victory over the big bald Bastards. Match 6, we go back to the Deuces Wild Tag Team title tournament. Next Gen in Group B, set to take on the Psychedelic Outlaws. Back and forth this one was. Next Gen had the advantage early. Psychedelic Outlaws put on one hell of a comeback, but in the end they come up short as James Harris able to make Matt Outlaw tap out with that front face lock. Then it's on to the main event. The ladies of the Maverick title on the line. Marzana Rage, the unstoppable force since we returned, defending against Nox Vulgaris, the number 1 contender. Great match. I tell you, every move was met with a counter move and back and forth and back and forth. Both ladies showing exactly why they're in the position they were in. In the end, though, new champion, Nox Vulgaris, picking out the victory. All right. Sorry, somebody sending me a note that I needed to read real quick. And I'm going to bring that young lady in right now to talk about her title that she won tonight. Nox Vulgaris, the new Ladies of the Maverick champion. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. How are you keeping, boss?
I am good. I am good. That was an incredible main event, which we knew it would be. Everybody in the chat saying it was going to be brutal. From Elfie to Ripper to everybody out there excited to see what these two ladies would do, and you did not disappoint. You got the upper hand on Marzana in this one. But I got to think, if we did this match 10 times, it might go 5-5. You're both amazing, amazing wrestlers. And luckily, there's no automatic rematch. She's not guaranteed a rematch. But what do you think? Lady of the Maverick champion. Short time here in the Maverick.
I mean, the reason I came here is because I wanted the best of competition, and I certainly got it tonight. Not going to take anything away from Alzana Rage. She is a hell of a competitor, and that's why she were where she were. And I think you're right. 10 out of 10 would probably be split down the middle. But I have no doubt that she's going to be climbing her way back up and getting that title match, whether or not she had the automatic rematch. And I look forward to it. I think it'll be a great battle.
All right. Well, another thing that happened, we'll go into this a little bit. You were an interested party in a match earlier in the evening, match 2, the knockout match. Somebody caught your eye there. Tell me what you were thinking.
Oh, I mean, as you said, I'm new here. I'm getting to know the faces. Might or might not be bringing in one or two of my own. But the Facade fella, he didn't win the match, but I thought he were impressive. And I'm going to be having a quiet word with my counterpart. And then I think we're going to be having a chat with Facade. So keep your eye on that. I think he's a fella to watch here.
Right. I agree. Facade 2 times out of 2 here. He's been busting people open. That's for sure. Lots of blood in his path so far.
That's might not be looking for fellas long term, but that is something I look for in a partner.
Nice. Well, I did reach out to Facade, let him know you would like to talk. So I think that will be happening soon enough. You say your partner. Anybody you want to tell us that's coming?
Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but anyone who's watched me anywhere knows that where Knoxville Garris is, Wade Braddock ain't far behind. So now that the ink's dried on that, and I do appreciate you bringing him over, looking forward to seeing what Wade's going to have to do, because you got a lot of big bastards here, and that's exactly what Wade likes to do, is fight other big bastards.
Well, yeah, no secret there. His contract is signed. He's on his way. I actually believe he has a debut match coming up. If not on Madness, I don't have my notes in front of me. If not on Madness, then it's on Shootout next week. So, yeah, we'll be seeing him in the ring soon. So, interesting. You're talking to the both of them. The tag team division lit up tonight. Obviously, the Deuces Wild tournament started. Next Gen and the German War Machine victorious tonight. It's going to be a long battle, though, so who knows what's going to come out of that. We're having tag teams show up all the time and different factions building, it seems. I don't even know what's coming half the time, so kind of intrigued by what's next. Now you're talking about a little group here. At least you and Wade, maybe more to add. I don't know. The roster's loaded, and it's exciting to watch.
It is. So one of the better rosters I've been on, and I not only am honored to be here, but I'm quite honored to be representing you as the what is it you call it? The Lady of Maverick?
Ladies of the Maverick Women's Champion, yeah.
I like that. Not used to being called a lady, but we'll make it work.
Well, the D train treats all women like ladies, so
That's not what I heard.
Oh, come on now, all of them.
Yeah, I don't know if ladies is the word you want there.
Well, you know,
I heard something about you in a hot tub in the thong.
I still treat them like a lady. Anyway.
You find any that aren't interested in your hot tub and your thong, you send them my way, all right?
All right, will do. All right, well, I want to touch base on one other person just a little bit because she's still near the top of the ladies division, and you've been in the ring with her now twice, once in the triple threat for the title, which Marzana won, and then you took her on one-on-one for the number one contender, Angelita Nightwalker. She's now kind of parring off into the tag team side of things here, but do you think she's still a force that could get up there and contend for your title?
I mean, in my experience, anyone with a Nightwalker attached to the name is someone you got to keep an eye on. So whether or not she's in tags, I would not be surprised to see her coming my way.
All right.
You don't
Well,
have the mixed tags here, so I'm not looking to get into tags action just yet. But we'll see what happens.
never know. You never know what the future holds. Well, there's been some new names showing up too. I got to say, Hazard Maitama tonight in that
I'm,
tables
tell-
match,
I'm,
very impressive.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna do my hair like that one day. I like that. That was a good look for her.
Like the Mohawk. All right, never know. Jenna Rage also tied in that tables match. She's one you've always got to keep an eye on. With Marzana falling, you got to think Jenna's going to try to make a march to the top. So I think you got a big bullseye on your shoulder there with that title.
Well,
And
lucky for me, I've got big shoulders.
there you go. All right, Knox, thanks for joining me here. I'm going to slide you to the back so I can get on to some of the other callers. But who knows, may bring you back in a little bit later. Depends on how the show goes. If you can hang around, that would be awesome. If not, thanks for joining me here.
Thank you so much, both.
All right, that was your new Ladies of the Maverick Women's Champion, Knox Vulgaris, joining us right after she won the title. Somebody else that was victorious tonight. I want to bring him in here because next week he'll be going for a title. None other than Crimson Ninja. Welcome to the show.
How's it going there, boss?
Doing good, doing good. Not as good as you, though. You got a title shot next week.
Yes, like I said when I was watching the title match, if Drum won, it's going to renew a rivalry that has been spanning across the DWS. And this won't be the first time in the DWS that we have battled over a title.
Well, that's interesting. I know I've had a few feuds like that myself. Mordred Nightwalker comes to mind, who I've fought literally everywhere for every sort of title possible. So I know how that goes. It's different place, same names. It kind of just you attract each other like magnets. And
Yeah,
cream rises to that spot. You know.
I hear exactly what you mean. And I do want to kind of touch on something else you brought up when you were talking to Knox and give a little bit of a teaser about something.
Okay.
Because you referenced the Deuces Wild tag team titles.
Yep.
If anyone checked the brackets, they might see one team that nobody has talked about or even mentioned anybody who was on this team.
Okay. Yeah, there is one there that.
But I will give a little bit of a spoiler as to one member of that team.
Okay.
And that team being Black Cross. And the spoiler is one half of that team is myself. As for who my partner is, I'm not going to say, but when people see who my partner is, minds are going to be blown.
Well, of course,
That's all I can say.
I know who.
I mean, you know who my partner is. You know who my partner is. I'm saying when everybody else sees who it is,
they might be surprised.
minds are going to be blown.
But if they've been following the wrap-up show, they might know it's coming.
Yeah, they might know it's coming, but then again, with this person, you never know what this person's going to do until it happens.
Well, and see, I could dive right into that because does that mean you don't even know?
Oh, I know they pretty much confirmed they're in, but they want to keep things hush-hush until the match happens.
All right. Well, I will say Black Cross is not booked until next shootout, so it'll be a week from tonight.
Yeah.
Ease that out a little bit. And as long as they want to keep that quiet as far as who it is, I will as well.
They said they want to keep it hush-hush until we have our debut in our first match.
All right. We can do that. Yeah. Check out the Deuces Wild Tournament, Black Cross. There you go. Crimson Ninja, one half of that team. Next Monday night, if he doesn't say sooner, you will find out who the other half is.
Yes. But back to when we was talking about the knockout match. There's one little thing I'm disappointed about that did not happen in that match, and that was that I didn't get the personal bragging rights of eliminating my brother, Chaos Reaper.
Yeah.
Nacho kind of took that away from me.
I was looking at my notes. I thought it was Facade. Yeah, you're right. Nacho knocked him out, and I missed the whole thing. Nacho kind of hard to follow, period, and you never know what that man's going to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing about Nacho. He's unpredictable, but he is lethal at the same time.
Yeah. And it was actually Facade that took out Nacho. That's where I got mixed up. So,
yeah.
What do you guys to say about Facade? He was in the end there against you.
Facade, he's, like you said, he hasn't been around but for a short time now.
Yep.
But he did make an impression. And like Knox said, he is one to watch. I can tell you, I can see big things coming for Facade, and Knox seems interested in him and bringing him into a team.
Yep.
That's something that would be interesting to see, and who knows, that may be the first step to those big things, like I said, I see coming for Facade.
Well, I'm anxious always to see what's coming next year in the Maverick because I keep getting new applications. We keep seeing new sides of other people that we've seen before.
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming next, to be honest.
And that's one of the reasons I reached out to you about joining Maverick. Because you have a lot of big names, and Maverick, that's one of the things about Maverick Championship Wrestling. It's about the action. And it's about hitting hard and hitting fast and making an impact.
Yes.
That is why I wanted to be a part of this company.
Well, I appreciate it. You've been a welcome addition. I'm anxious to see next week's match with you and Drum Monkey. I'm anxious to also see what the booking committee decides the stipulations will be. Because with the
all I can say is, whatever the stipulation is, don't blink, because it's probably going to be the match of the night.
There you go. Claiming a show stealer. I'm going to slide you right out on that one because that's a big statement, and I love it. Love to end right there. Plus, we were at time for you. I've slid a little long on them, as you can tell. The green room is not loaded tonight, so if anybody out there wants to slide in, I'm probably going to have time. I've got one more gentleman out there in the green room. Gonna bring him in. Unlike the first two, he wasn't successful tonight. But goddamn, he looked good and he had a good time. I'm talking about none other than Wild Matt Outlaw. Welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
Matt, things didn't go your way tonight in the first match of the tournament. But boy, when you two turned it on, you had the house rocking. The roof literally bounced right off the place.
I love it. Every time we come in, the fans just feed off of us, we feed off of them, and it's just amazing.
I will agree. Shifty brings an energy unlike any other, and the more the crowd gets into it, the more he gets into it, and you're feeding right along with that, and it's fun to watch. You and I have popped a lot of arenas, but I got to say the pops I was hearing tonight, deafening. For Maverick, some of the top I've ever heard. So,
plus our entrance, wow. Going with the old school, it feels like we took a trip down Bad Street or something.
I like the trip down Bad Street, and it definitely fits with what you two are doing. So we're going to look forward here in the Deuces Wild Tag Tournament. And, you got the Suffering, which I know you two want to get your hands on. We've talked a lot about that. The Wild Boys and the FBI, two teams you probably don't know a lot about. So what's the game plan? Beat up on the Wild Boys, FBI, take your revenge on the suffering, put yourself in the best position you can? Is that what we're looking at?
It looks like it. Wild Boys, I've heard before, but definitely Suffering has. We got that dance card for them, and we'll to be taking care of business there. As for the other team, yeah, I haven't heard much about those guys.
The FBI is old school. Old school. Maverick, I'll tell you that. It's probably been 3 years since they've been here. So, be interesting to see the comeback.
Definitely.
All right, Matt. So, singles action. Anything planned? Or are you going to stick with the tag team with Shifty right now for the near future?
Well, I'm thinking of doing some every once in a while single stuff, but definitely I'm got a good dance partner, and we'll be dancing all around any arena that you put us in.
Sounds good, Matt. I look forward to it. Anything else you want to say?
Well, to all, peace and love, and whenever you see us, always remember, always do the Shifty dance.
All right. Good to hear, Matt. You are Shifty dancing with your partner, the Psychedelic Outlaws. I think they're going to do some great things in this tournament. On the losing end tonight, but against a hell of a team. I think they can make the comeback. Still think they can get into this. We'll see where it goes. All right. I haven't had anybody else slide into the green room. Let me see. He was talking about people you end up facing all over the wrestling field. Oh, okay. She's answering that one. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Don't need to do that. Don't think I'm going to bring anybody back. I'm going to go a little bit over the Madness card because obviously we've got some tag team action going on. But right now, damn thing's acting up, to be perfectly honest. And I can't even see all the matches. So I'm going to refresh real quick, see if I can. There we go. All right. So on Thursday's Madness card, looks like next up is the Suffering versus the FBI in the Group B round. And then on the Group A round, looks like it is Ruthless Incorporated versus the Molson Hustle. So those will be the two tag matches on that card. The Universal title tournament will have Aiden Nightwalker facing off against James Harris. The winner will take on Andy Price. So look forward to that one as well. And then we've got 3 other matches mixed in there. They are not finalized yet, so I'm not going to go into that one just yet. I've got to look where the points are, make sure there's no changes to be done. Those are the 3 matches I can guarantee. Looks like it'll be a great card there, middle of the afternoon. I will let Elf know if she is out there. Looks like your Maya Muertes match will happen on Thursday after all because of the way the ladies division broke down here today. So, look forward to that match as well. Knew that one was coming up. Didn't know if it was going to be on Thursday or Monday. Now, because of the results of tonight, looks like it'll be on Thursday. So, good to hear there. That'll be one of the ladies' matches. If you're wondering why there was only 2 ladies' matches tonight on Shootout, simply put, the ladies were getting way ahead on appearances over the men. I had to do something to slow it down a little bit and catch up some of the guys. We'll do that and balance things out as best I can as we go, but should be pretty balanced. 3 ladies' matches, 3 men's matches most of the time on Madness, and 3 ladies' matches, 4 men's matches on Shootouts. So I'll try to keep that as best I can. I had 2 huge women's matches tonight, so I was okay with only 2 and 5 men's matches to do some catch-up. So, Thursday afternoon, Madness, right at noon Eastern time. If you're able to tune in, great times there. I look forward to seeing you all then. But as for now, I'm going to close this thing a little bit early because we are running so late because we had a late start time. But I appreciate you tuning in. I want to thank Nox Vulgaris, Wild Mad Outlaw, and Crimson Ninja for joining me, and you as well for listening in. Hope you have a good night, and D-Train is out of here.